Hello and welcome to another episode of The Island Resolves. A lot of stuff's been going on this week. This week we got ban JACE controversy, quote unquote, on the controversy there. The entire new Phyrexia set has been spoiled, which would be why this video is a day late. And I got some spoilers, and more spoilers. Well, then we're going to move on with my pick of the week. It's a lot to handle, so let's go. First up, the ban JACE controversy. At the end of the Grand Prix Dallas, there were 32 copies of JACE the Mind Sculptor in the top 8. That means every deck playing 4 of in the main board of JACE the Mind Sculptor. Now, he's a great card, but he doesn't win on his own. I mean, technically he can win on his own with that -12 ability, but he just helps you find the win. He's very good at helping you find the win, but it's not bannable. Like, Ravager and Friends were all the win. They were the unfair win. Now, the big controversy with JACE, probably the reason ban is even coming up, is because he's a $100 card. Now, I think the fix to this problem, if any, should be made. I mean, he does rotate out in October, which is a while away, but just reprint him. Print him in some sort of, just reprint him. Make it the JACE pack. $5, buy a JACE. Do something. If you want to lower his price, and that'll get less people talking about banning JACE. He's a good card, a great card, definitely powerful, maybe a little too powerful, but not banning powerful. Now let's compare this to Jund. Jund was 50% of the meta, literally at many PTQs. Now that's nuts. Like, that was... no deck has ever done that. JACE made it into 4 of every of the top 8 decks, but he's not 50% of the meta. Bloodbraid Elf was 50% of the meta, over 50% of the meta. Bloodbraid Elf did stupid things. Bloodbraid Elf was unfair. It was 4 mana for a 3/2 haste, usually dealing 3 damage to your opponent, and then making them discard 2 cards. Completely unfair. But Bloodbraid Elf was not banned, so therefore JACE shouldn't be banned. Plus, you have different problems of, you ban JACE and the meta goes crazy. In a bad way. I'm talking about all the Valakut. Every single Valakut deck. And I really don't want that. I don't like playing against Valakut because you don't get to play Magic. You get to play, can I kill you in 6 turns? And they get to play, I'm going to kill you in 6 turns. There's no player interaction at all. It's not really fun. Alright, moving on to spoilers of New Phyrexia. Let's start with Despise. Give you a moment to read that. Now, this card is insane. I mean, it gets any creature or planeswalker. I don't know about you, but when I duress, I'm normally just taking a sword that costs 3 that Inquisition could already grab. The only thing I ever take with duress that can't be grabbed by Inquisition is JACE. And this can grab JACE. It can also grab the dudes. Like, this card is so good. I mean, it's better than duress. Now you're going to play 4 Inquisition and 4 Despise. Inquisition's currently selling for $6 each on Source Games, so definitely pick up a playset of these as soon as they come out. Foil ones, hold on to, because they're going to be worth some money. Then we have Beast Within. This card is a green Vindicate. I don't care if they get a 3/3 creature. I can kill any permanent for 3 mana at instant speed. This is incredible. This card, let me tell you. It downgrades anything into a 3/3. Nice JACE, nice Gideon, nice Titan, nice anything. It's a 3/3 now. And you use instant speed. So this can also be a nice little combat trick. I attack in. Oh, you block with your Titan? Well, it's a 3/3. It dies. It's a nice little trick. I think it's very good. I think that green will definitely become prominent again with Vengevine being good, because now you can shut down some things. You can also instant speed blow up a Valakut, which I really love. It's like, oh, you're going to cast Harrow? Well, in response to Harrow, I'm going to blow up your Valakut. You can't kill me this turn. great card. Good job, Wizards. By the way, this set, if you haven't looked at it yet, the entire thing was spoiled. Thanks to Matt Werner, if you're out there listening, who gave me the PDF with the password. This set is going to be the Dark Steel of the block. And what I mean by that is that it's going to have all of the ridiculous uncommons. Like, there are so many ridiculous uncommons. There's the white one that just exiles a dude if you have Metalcraft. There's uncommons that are incredible. I mean, think about Darksteel. You had Aether Vial, and you had other great uncommons. And you had the Warhammer at uncommon. It's nice to see Wizards giving back love to the uncommon, which I desperately like. Desperately love the uncommon. Moving on. Torpor Orb. Now this card, you're going to look at it and you're going to say, that's interesting, and then you're going to think about it and you're going to go, that turns off a lot of things. This is a great sideboard card. It shuts down my allies deck that I have built. It's pretty funny. Shuts down Titans when they first come into play, and it really shuts down a lot of things actually in Standard. But this card is going to shine in Legacy. Any of you guys out there playing Legacy, I cannot wait. Turn 1, Swamp, Tap, Dark Writ, Torpor Orb, Phyrexian Dreadnought. I love it. Even if it just gets swords. I think the Stifle Knot deck is going to come back in full force with this Torpor Orb. And I think the deck's actually pretty cheap. I mean, I think Dreadnoughts are like, what, $25, $30? And Stifle's like 10. So you need those, you need Torpor Orbs, you need Dark Writs. I mean, I guess you'd need some Force Wills. Anyways, it's going to be a great deck. I think this card is going to be great for Standard and Legacy, which are the two main formats, because nobody seems to be playing Extended. I liked Old Extended, but that's a different rant for a different episode. Anyways, on to my pick of the week. My pick of the week is Bloodchief Ascension. Yeah. Remember this card when it came out in Zendikar and people hyped it and then it turned out to suck? I think it's going to be good again. Why? Phyrexian mana costs 2 life. So, for everyone out there planning already on, hey look, this card is free and just pay 2 life, which I do, they're going to have to think about that when they see Bloodchief Ascension drop turn 1. Because now you can get a counter on it on your turn and a counter on it on their turn. Meaning it activates in a turn and a half. 2 turns. That's pretty incredible if you get it off on turn 3, it's active. Because then you have, every time they play an instant, it costs them 2 life. Or sorcery, it costs them 2 life. Day of Judgment ends up costing them 1 life. Your kill spells cost them 2 life. I mean, you nickel and dime them to death. The mono black deck's already going to be good. I mean, Phyrexian Obliterator. That guy. Whew. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with me being late again. But, whole new Phyrexia set came out. I'm planning on doing a lot more spoilers next week, as long as I talk about the resurgence of Black Red Vampires, which has been seen in the Nats qualifiers. Came out today, all those lists. But check me out next week, and until then, hope all your islands resolve.